Je me tiens droit.
You look like the guy for the news. Because two cameras.
Great, you get the side view.
Two cameras and you.
Put the camera on me.
Put it on me.
And the sun is shining.
Yeah,
No, the sun shine. I have the sun.
we need it. Marcia is in the car as well. Next time we do that.
We should all be in the car. We'll have our little box.
No, you and I from the Metro Mover.
You can do it. Just walk. Just walking.
At that one meeting, there was a woman on the call, and the entire call she was talking, she was walking. By the end of the call, she was so out of breath from walking and talking, she couldn't even finish her sentence. She was like struggling to get through it.
Yeah.
Mostly I was hungry, so
We need a guy.
I just didn't want to eat by myself.
Hello, hello.
Yes.
Could you just, are you connected?
No, not right now.
Yeah, nobody in the room has to connect. Not to have 3 screens.
So I can see. We can see the Brazilian team all together. Rafael, Benjamin, Melissa, Emmanuel, Monica, Yves, Oscar, Marcia, Stone. Chinese team is here. No surprise. No surprise. French team.
You're welcome. You're saving me too, so. There you go. Teamwork. I was going to, but then she goes, "Oh, are those been for us?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, would you want to share one?" And I'm like, "I just need a plane, so if you want to share a plane, I'm down for it. Go for it."
Morning,
I brought my own breakfast because I didn't know if there was going to be some, so I brought my toast, but there wasn't on the table. I was like, "Oh, okay, I can better."
Kyle is the host
Oh, thank you.
of the breakfast.
So every fall, that's guy. We should do that every week.
And then we have workout.
The bagel once a quarter is fine.
Okay, friends, just join the party.
They're at the bar.
They are
No.
just below Alex. The audio working.
Are we on mute?
Yes, the audio. Can you hear me, friends? Oh, yes. Good to know. Good to know. 2 minutes, and we will start. Gathering everybody. Maybe we can close the door. No, there is some people coming. Yes, there.
No,
You need to mute someone. Esteban, I think we need to mute Esteban.
I'll mute myself. Don't worry.
Everything.
Everything, plain, coffee, multi-grain.
Good morning, Pow Wow learning tribes all over the world. With 8 in the morning in US. I know that maybe it's 2 p.m. I think in France, and 8 in the evening for China. And Brazil, I don't know. Maybe you've got only 1 hour. It's 9 in Brazil. Thanks again to be in this Pow Wow. This is the 5th one. It's an important one because it's back to school for everyone. Some of you take some rest during this summer. So we will share today some important news, and I will come back on the goals of this Pow Wow. I hope that everybody can hear me. Everybody told me yes, yes, yes. So if you have any issue, you can chat with us in order to, can you mute? And you can chat with us if you need. You can tell us exactly what you want to tell us, and also you take the lead when I will give you. First thing first, why a Pow Wow? We've got some newbies in this Pow Wow, so I would like to give you the big goals we are looking for during this Pow Wow. Of course, it's a good way to share about our wins, our new people in the tribe, to become what we call one tribe. During this meeting, we will see some global results. I will share with you some revenue trends, and also give you some updates. I hope that the newbies are ready to present themselves face to everyone. So who joined the company, what is your current position, your responsibility, your experience, and also why you have joined Learning Tribes. And then we will share some wins. So take the time to tell us about those wins. It's important to understand where we are going right now, and also to celebrate new logos. And we've got the chance during 2 months to have new logos everywhere. And we won't have a specific topic. I will talk about something, but again, if you want to talk about something specific, could be for marketing, could be for IT operation, highlight one client, share project management tools or whatever, you are more than welcome. I didn't receive anything for 2 months, so I will take the lead on this for this Pow Wow, but I'm sure that next Pow Wow you will ask me to present something. So don't hesitate. I know that in every country we've got a very beautiful project, new tools, and so on. So don't hesitate to ask me to take the lead on the part of the Pow Wow. In case you miss it, we are recording this Pow Wow. So the last one, you can find it on YouTube. I hope that it's secure. We'll see.
Yeah,
Alex?
maybe you share the link.
Okay.
It's on list.
So don't share the link outside, of course, because it's our internal meeting. It's important because we are sharing a lot of good information. So it could be sensitive sometimes. And let's go. So first, I would like to celebrate Brazil. Brazil, Pierre-Jean, can you take the lead for this and present, because you have moved, I think it's 1 month and a half ago, in a new office in São Paulo. Maybe you can tell us exactly where it is. And also, I would like to say that we are starting LCE. What is LCE? It's a Learning Center of Excellence. Brazil starts to work with US and also with France in order to provide the best digital content. Can you just present maybe the new office and what is this concept of LCE, Pierre-Jean? We cannot hear you, but yes, maybe that's okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like 1 month and a half that I have to shout here. I think they're all going to be deaf in like 2 seconds. We moved like almost 1 month and a half ago in the Avenida Paulista, which is like one of the most historical business centers of São Paulo. There are like 2 or 3 business centers in São Paulo, but Avenida Paulista is well known for example, embassies and banks and like very historical headquarters for big companies in Brazil. And it's a great place to be as well, because there are many universities and schools. So it means that you may find in the streets bankers from the biggest bank in the world, close to students that are studying hard. And that makes a very, very interesting mixed up of people. There is very nice energy here. And we chose this building. It's kind of a co-work company that is our landowner. And it puts us in a very, very flexible place in terms of space and everything. So it means that if we need to grow, it's just to, for example, to destroy that wall between us and the other operation, so that we can get like 15 more seats, and with all facilities from co-working companies, but with the privacy of a private room. So it's kind of a perfect place for us to be. It's right in between the 2 sides of Saitel here in Brazil. And we already organized ourselves to welcome all of the board of Saitel on Thursdays here. So it means that on every Thursday, we are welcoming, for example, the commercial team from Saitel and the president and the social client as well. So it means that despite the fact we are not physically in Saitel, it looks like we're a lot closer. So it was kind of very nice. And I guess that for the team, it's very nice to have its own place now. It looks like finally we've got our home here, which makes it very special. And it's very nice. And I've got my room, so I'm happy. And the LC thing is, I think it's something that we need to explore a lot. We all have like specific skills and knowledge in all ventures around the world. At this moment in Brazil, I think that we are doing well with production in terms of design, for example. So it's a good way to help France and the United States and China and UK with that. In the same way that, for example, China is helping us with technological issues. So what we're trying to do here is to build like a team that will help in a very agile way in producing content, for example, on Articulate or on Tribu, all these kind of things to make learning tribes as a whole more efficient in production ways. So at the beginning, we're very happy to work on a few projects for Cox, Comcast, Sanofi, and I hope it's going to be something that makes us stronger as a company in the world.
Great, thank you, Pierre-Jean, and thank you, Brazil. And I'm really happy to see that you have this new office and also new mission for for Learning Tribes Group. I will be more than happy to come beginning of December to see all of your achievements. So that was the first news. I think it's a big one because again, it's a way to show that we are still, of course, in Cytel Group, but because we are growing, we are also trying to make it more autonomous on our side. So second big news is Tribu. We have news every month about Tribu. I know that Raphael's team and Leticia's team is working hard to create a learning experience platform. So we have a lot of new features, but I would like to highlight 4 of them. The new ILT version 4.0, which allows the trainer to create of course, their own ILT session, but they could manage registrations. They could do a lot of things inside. Also, they have created a reminder and auto renewal content. So when you want, for example, for security and compliance, we know that every year, every employee needs to achieve this training. There will be a reminder and auto renewal in this training. It's really important in terms of feature for every client because, as you can understand, security and compliance is everywhere now. A big feature is MyMOOC compatible. I don't know if, but integrations. We can integrate MyMOOC, the catalog of content of MyMOOC inside Tribu, which is also something important. Some of our clients ask, do you have any off-the-shelf content we can put inside the Tribu? And now we can say yes, thanks to MyMOOC. We just need to create, they just need to pay and to create an access to MyMOOC for companies. But it's really interesting. And if you didn't have a look on this feature, please don't hesitate because it's really interesting one and a way to show that MyMOOC is really part of Learning Tribes. And last and not least, because we did it very fast because of one client issue, we've got a learner and an admin profile, which means that for one content, an admin can see only the reporting of this content and nothing else. So module by module or courses by courses, I could say. Same for the learner, we can create only the access for one course. So it was a specification and a requirement asked for from Cytel for many months. And because we were in a rush and we needed to create something for one client, which is Dow Jones, now we've got this new profile. Many other, I know that Raphael sent some updates about Tribu. Don't hesitate to, maybe what you can do the next time, Raphael, is to create a course on the new feature and maybe a quiz and a badge or a certification. You will be sure that everybody read your email, but you can gamify it if you want. So that was the big news for Tribu. I will come back at the end of this presentation, but again, we had won some awards. So very important ones, those ones which is Brandon Hall. They are one of the main awards about learning and development. Last but not least, I think it's important also to celebrate something which is not so enough. It's only the second time in our history. So, of course, France won the World Cup. Congratulations, we can see. Only the second time. So sorry, Brazil. it will be for you next time.
Or not.
Or not. China, I think you have time to improve. And US, we are not playing the same football, so. Some figures, okay, some figures and trends. I don't know. Ah, okay, you cannot see my. Okay, I've got an issue with my screen. So if you don't see my screen, go.
It's like cash cat.
Cannot.
Video shout out.
My screen cannot be shared, so.
I think she can hear you because she's laughing in the background. Kyle, I just hear
I hope
her. She
so.
was smiling in the background. Yeah, she can hear you. She's just nodding her head.
Okay. Sorry, I will try to figure out the best way to share my screen. Yes. No, it doesn't want. Okay. I need to go there. Okay. Can you? No. Technical issues. Maybe not.
Well, yeah, you're sharing because look at how it's computer over there. It's working. So you can go back to the PowerPoint now. So it's working.
But I am on my PowerPoint. Okay, here we go. No. I'm sorry. The next time I will do not go on the Wi-Fi. Okay. Here we go. Maybe you will. No, it's connected to. Okay. You will. I hope it will go on the next slide. Maybe not. I would like to give you an overview of the trends, and it's important. Okay. Here are the trends. So I hope that, Pierre-Jean, can you see it? Okay, perfect. So few words, few comments on those figures. So as you can see here, it's on the left side, it's graphics about our revenue, only the revenue. I didn't put anything about the margin for now for profitability. So the yellow line is our target, budget targets, and the orange one is achievement. So as we can see, we know very well our seasonality, so we follow it, but we are below. Quite far in August or in July, so we achieve only 74% of our target in August, which is not enough. Several comments on that side. We have more and more digital revenue, so digital learning content to produce and so on, and less ILT. It means that we've got smaller budget. Digital is always smaller than ILT. And also the margin itself is variable. Sometimes we don't know exactly how much we will do because the client doesn't know exactly what he wants to have in terms of digital. The second one is the US is performing on sales, so we are selling great, but a lot of pressure on the delivery side. So we need to hire more and more contractors and people internally to perform in terms of revenue. When I talk about revenue here, it's revenue produced, not signed. So everything is which is produced. France and EMEA, we are really below in terms of sales. We need to sell more, and we will see that we have many good opportunities, but today it's an issue in terms of sale. And we deliver with not a whole new team, but a lot of people are really new on the operation side, and they will present themselves. Brazil is on track, which is great, and China is below on sales, but also they deliver new solutions. Sometimes solutions we have never done before. For example, what we are doing with L'Oréal, it's a WeChat learning. Of course, we never developed a WeChat learning approach before China. So the delivery is really how to create something new. And Tribu, it's all digital today. Some ILT, but very few of them. What you can see below, it's the revenue per region. So EMEA, US, China, Brazil, and MyMOOC with a separate contract. The two last months, France is second position, and US, congratulations, now it's first position in terms of revenue. So we are waiting for France in September to try to beat US, but I can tell you US is ready to perform also in September. Be ready for that. So here are the news for the last 8 months of the year. Not our best year, I could say. Now what we need is to recover during the four following months. We are now on the newbie side, so all the people who are new in Learning Tribes will present themselves. Maybe I hope that I have everybody on my screen, but if someone is new, please don't hesitate. We will start maybe with France. We've got four newbies in France, 5 with MyMOOC. Can you start on your side? So present yourself, where you come from, and so on.
Okay. Hello, I'm Hélène Desmoulins. I joined Learning Tribes since 2 months, 2 months ago, and I am a digital project manager. Before I worked as a digital project manager at the Francis Lefebvre Formation, a training organization specializing in law and accounting and financial. And I joined Learning Tribes for diversity topics and a client proposed a digital device, training device, sorry.
Thank you. Welcome. Welcome in the tribe.
Thank you.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course, we can.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Charlotte Richard. I'm a digital learning project manager too, like Hélène. I joined Learning Tribes 2 months ago. Before joining Learning Tribes, I used to work as a French language teacher in the UK. Then I became a learning instructor for the French Ministry of Education. I worked as a digital learning project manager and more recently as a product owner. But I really missed the digital learning project management. So that's why I joined Learning Tribes, because I wanted to develop my skills in project management. I wanted to learn more about blended learning. And I wanted to work, as Hélène said as well, I wanted to work on diverse projects. So I'm very pleased to join the team.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Karine Delvelo. I'm the new solution manager in charge of telecom market activities. I'm here for 1 week, so it's very new. and I'm very pleased to join the tribe. Before learning, I was coach trainer. I worked with learning for 2 years and a half, so I know the tribe in Paris, and I think it's a very good opportunity for me to learn something new. Before my activity of coach, I was sales for telecom for many years, and principally I was head of sales for SFR. While learning, because I think that we are an important actor, okay, and I think that we have an innovative solution, and hope we'll have a lot of sales. So I will be pleased to see all of you very soon.
Thank you, Karine. And welcome again. It's a beautiful story because Karine was a contractor doing 2 years and a half for Learning Tribes for one of our biggest clients, which is Bouygues Telecom. And now she's in charge of Bouygues Telecom, but also all the telecom. And we've got Kyle Lemontant here, here in US. So I'm sure you can share some business cases in order to create a good vertical all over the world on the telecom side. Thank you. Welcome. Someone else?
Yes. I'm Romain Malandré. I just joined the MyMOOC team just yesterday, so I'm really pleased. And I'm here as a UX designer, more like as an intern. I just started an intern for 4 months. I'm a student right now at the Web School Factory in Paris, studying digital design and management. I'm currently, what I've done in the past is I was an intern in digital agencies called Auditoire and Real-Time Art. And now this is my 3rd and final internship of my curriculum. It is a 5 years curriculum, and more towards, I'm targeting a career in UI UX design. There you go.
Great, welcome, Romain. It's a great position in MyMOOC because we know that MyMOOC is dedicated. They've got only a platform, so how to use the platform and how to navigate into the platform is really something important, and maybe the most important. We've got someone else in Paris.
Hi, I'm Melanie, Carol's manager. Carol is on a weekly meeting with Cytel. So she's sorry she can't be there, but she will present herself next time.
Next Pow Wow. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Paris. As you can see, they are in a specific space, room in Paris called what we call l'atelier. L'atelier is where we will have all our new demo technology, and we have some digital screen and so on. It's really a great place, like the customer experience zone we have here in US, for example, but dedicated for learning tribes for virtual reality. And I'm sure that when I will come October 2nd, I could see some hologram or some new technology. So thanks a lot. Thanks again. Coventry, I have seen Nicolas, but I think, Nicolas, you are still alone in Coventry.
Well, I'm still alone, huh?
Okay. I hope that next
we're working with an external consultant, Camille Sandou, on 2 projects right now. So she's hard part of the team. But she's not internal learning tribes, unfortunately. But she's helping us a lot.
Great, and I hope you will have more and more. São Paulo, back to Brazil. Can you present yourself?
Hi, I'm Vinicius Alvarez. I'm instruction design, Land Trams Brazil.
Welcome.
Vinicius is helping us on a Volkswagen project.
So it's more than helping, no?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm Fernanda, a graphic designer. I'm the project Volkswagen. I'm a learner tribe since 1 month ago.
1 month ago. Welcome. As we can see, Brazil is growing thanks to one big client, which is Volkswagen. And you've got some changes?
Yes, Marcia is not here, but she was one consultant for Monsanto, and she's been promoted to for us to get a new operation manager, and it's like 1 month and a half. She's going to introduce herself next time. And you already know Monica and Natalia, and they've been promoted as well with the new organization. Monica is like a new content specialist with a more horizontal way of looking at everything that comes out from the production operation. And Natalia, thanks to very good work from the last 2 years, promoted to a real instructional designer. So we've got a much stronger team here to deliver.
As we can see, when we are growing, we've got opportunities. People from contractor to join the team internally, or maybe to have some change in their position. So it's a good move for São Paulo. Let's go cross the Pacific Ocean to go to Shanghai. In Shanghai, we've got 2 newbies.
So we have Lucy Roy. I think they are online.
Hey, I'm on.
All right, so Lydian here.
Hello. Can you mute Pierre-Jean? Oh.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Hello. Hello, Lee.
Hey guys, how are you? My name is Lee. I'm originally from the U.S. Came to Shanghai 2 years ago. My current position with Learning Tribe is Solution Manager. I've been with the company this is my 4th week. I'm really excited to join the company. My previous experience has been in technology, mainly in the hardware sales, then went to recruitment and HR. So I'm pretty familiar with working with HRs and also in the technology field. So I'm really excited to be here. It's my 4th week. Got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Lee. For the US team, as we can see, you got someone who can talk to you in English. Oh, we've got Lucy.
Hi, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Good. So my name is Huaying, but please call me Lucy. I'm a new solution manager in Shanghai. I'm very glad to join Learning Tribes. My background is not sales, but human resource. So my career is in HR. But my latest job was HR manager in Portland, which is a French company. I was on board yesterday. Main responsibility is sales development in Shanghai region, consulting with senior management of client companies, and building and maintaining professional business relationship with clients. Everything is new to me. I'm very excited to take this new challenge. I'm always working hard and quickly adapting new environment. So I'm sure we will have a good time working together. Thanks.
Thank you, Lucy. Welcome. And very happy to join the tribe. And having some people, you know, with a different background is really important for us because even if you are not on the sales side, you are now on the sales side, but with your HR background, it's really important. So welcome again. And if we come back to the Americas, we will have tomorrow, Christophe?
Yes, because as you can see, I definitely not look like Tatiana. She will join the company tomorrow, so she will introduce herself during the next Pow Wow.
Okay, great. So those are the newbies. Welcome to everyone. My goal is really to grow the team internally, finding the best experts, the best talents inside learning tribes. And as we can see now, we've got talent everywhere. Don't hesitate to share your experience, because sometimes you will have same clients. So I hope that Volkswagen won't be only a client for Brazil, but also for Europe, for US, but same as L'Oréal and so on. So we've got the opportunity to create a great footprint altogether and having more and more global clients. But behind the clients, we have some people really important. So that is why you need to share with them. Everybody can talk in English. English has to be our language. I try to improve every day. But you can definitely share by phone, but also by email or with the tools we are putting in place. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but Carol did finish her weekly with Cytel, so she can now introduce herself.
Perfect timing.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello. I'm a new digital learning project manager in Learning Tribes in Paris since mid-July. And before that, I was project manager for a startup based in Lille in the north of France. And I'm very glad to join Learning Tribes because it's an international company, and it's really good for me to share with other countries about the training. So, thank you.
Welcome. What was your client today?
It was a Cytel for our courses. It's all about digital.
Great. Yes. We all know this course. We cannot wait to see it live.
Me too.
I can imagine. Perfect, thank you. Now that we have talked about HR and new people inside the tribe, let's move on the win-win-wins. So for the wins, I will let yourself present, and I will do that. I hope it will go well. So can we start with France, from wins from July 7th?
Yes, we can start. Hello everyone. Since the beginning of July, we made
maybe Niels, when you take all people, maybe can you present yourself, because some people doesn't know you yet.
So I'm Niels. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer for the EMEA region, and I'm not a newbie in the tribe because I joined like 3 years ago with Philippe to build up the team. And I'm glad to be here and to meet the new ones, either here in Paris, like David visiting, or on the different sites.
Okay.
So the sales and business development for France mainly, but also the EMEA region, which is growing with the presence of Nicolas in the UK, but also some projects in Germany and some leads in Spain and so on.
Let's go.
Yes. So since beginning of July, we have a total of sales of about 370k euros over those 2 months. The main project we achieved to win was for Group La Poste, which is the postal office, postal services for France. It's a very big company, and we are proud to have won that project. It's 120k euros. It's 130. Sorry, thank you, Adrien. We are looking for 10k more, so that's good. It's a bit mixed between digital and live training, but we come to that more into details if you want to share with us. We have also two projects, one with Sanofi for about 70k euros. Yeah, okay. Yes. I'm just checking with my team. Another project with the consulting ventures Extens, which name is the client is Agir Arco. So Philippe, if you want to spell it, it's a public office in charge of all the complementary
retirement.
Retirement, yeah. 40k euros, more or less. And we have 3 new logos also, so smaller projects between 10 and 20k euros. But for Galeries Lafayette, PSA Bank, and Covea in the insurance area. Those are very nice and big clients, so we are looking forward to develop our business with those new logos as well. So that's it for sales. I just want to emphasize another topic. We are running also a referral with EDF, so the biggest energy company in France and one of the biggest in the world. And we are in the final stage of negotiations for the contract. And it could be a game changer for learning tribes in France because we estimate that it could be several hundreds of thousand euros every year for the next 4 years. So we just need to finish the contracting discussions and the financial discussions. And I hope we will have a very good news for the next 4.
Finger crossed all over the world. Whatever your religion, we need you to pray for this contract because it's a huge one. But also, as we can see, some new client. PSA is not very well known here, but it's a huge company also because it's Peugeot. It's one of the biggest automotive company in France. And Galeries Lafayette, everybody know Galeries Lafayette, no? It's like Macy's or it's Macy's in France. Great, Maimouk.
Yes. Yeah. For the newbie, I'm Arnaud. I work in the sales department with Clément. And for the wins, we have just one Columbus Consulting, which is a consulting company specialized in the organization and the management. It's 15k euros contract for one year, and we will deploy our Maimouk solution with content selection as well. And just a word about also negotiation is a huge subsidiary of BNP Paribas called Arval, and specialized in the leasing sector, and we are in negotiation. And for us, this is a good step because we're testing our new pricing of Maimouk, and it could double our pricing. So it's almost 35 euros contract. So, and we will make the HDR at the beginning of October. So,
and bearing point?
Yeah, but it's just the renewal.
I don't know the renewal. Yeah. But everybody know maybe bearing point.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, Arnaud.
Welcome.
To stay in the Paris office, something to share, Mr. Nicolas?
I think Nicolas has left. He had probably a call. So just a very quick information. We are in the final stage of an award, I would say, competition in the UK, ECCCSA, which is a big organization in the customer experience industry. And we have been qualified with the My Academy project. with Cytel UK, and we are going with Philippe and Nicolas in the UK to defend our projects on the 3rd of October, on the 4th of October. So the next step for us, it's important for us to be recognized by the market, so it's a good achievement.
Let's win. Brazil, do you want to share your wins?
Yes, we have like, I think the most emblematic one is Volkswagen. We're not producing all of the digital content for the training center in like many subjects. It can be car launching, products and everything. And it's around 280,000 euros. We've got a few projects for Monsanto. What is interesting is we've got some live training projects. So we have one project called Ride Along. It's like train the trainer for a sales coach in Monsanto. Ride Along. It's like 21,000 euro. We've got onboarding, digital content for the soya segment. It's like 18,000 euros. We've got a very interesting project for the training center on the field. And they are asking us to help with like pedagogical engineering and engagement strategy. It's like 18,000 euros as well. And two other projects, one more classical of e-learning content called Stewardship, like 12,500 euros. And last but not least, the cheapest but the nicest with hologram that we made for a training in seminar with 200 people. And it was kind of interesting. We had, I think, one of the most important things that we're getting to do now is to fight for our rights. And Rafael closed the deal with Whirlpool that has to ask for a lot more than one that was in the contracts. And it's something that in Brazil we had a lot of difficulties to do. So for Whirlpool, we signed like 10,000 euros. It's something that we were not able to do in the past. So it means that we're stronger and we got a lot more respect from the customer. It's like 10,000 reais. And another project for Cytel called Claiming Management. And it's like a marketing product that we are launching. There is a huge business to do here in Brazil with our clients. And we're creating a program in partnership with our training departments. And it's 18,000 reais.
Great.
Boticário. Boticário qual? Boticário. O labor? Mas foi do último. They were talking about Boticário, but Boticário was in the last poll.
Yes, it's the last one. Thank you, Brazil. China.
So hello everybody. So first of all, I'm always impressed by Brazil performance. Very nice. Congratulations to what you've done. For China, during the last 2 months, so two small projects but interesting brands. So L'Oréal, you know, the online project. We also have the offline training part, which will be delivered in September, ILT. So it's around 10,000 euro. It's quite small, but it's interesting because it's another project with L'Oréal. And the second one, which we are quite proud of, is Richemont for WeChat learning and content for around 15k euro.
50 or 15?
15.
So interesting one. maybe people doesn't know about Richemont, but can you give
So
some?
Richemont is the second biggest luxury group in the world. So it's Swiss. You have so we signed with a corporate in China. You know the brands like Jaeger-LeCoultre, Cartier, Montblanc, all these luxury brands under Richemont group, basically. So this one is for health and safety training for 5,000 learners in China, basically.
So I don't know why China wants to work only with luxury brand, so L'Oréal and Richemont.
So the good news is we have different projects under bidding with Tribu as an LXP. And I think we will have some interesting news in the coming months about it. And I think it's the first time we position Tribu as a real LXP.
Correct. Thank you, Benjamin. Let's finish by US.
Hello, everyone. So I'm actually going to let Kyle present the telecom and media since he had a great quarter for us, and then we'll also let David introduce his first sale for the company as well.
Hey, it's Kyle Montaigne, Director of Solutions for the Media Telecom vertical. So we got a lot of action going on right now. Big win for this quarter was with Sitel. They've dubbed the project Cardinals. As the code name for it, the client itself is Gannett. They do a lot of the major publications for newspaper news in the United States. You probably know them from USA Today, for instance, is one of their publications. So that was for $200,000 US for redesign of their new hire training for their new call center in the Philippines. We've also got work with another client, JSI. Sorry, having technical difficulties.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we've got another client, JSI. They do telecommunications for governments. We just wrapped up a warning analysis with them that was for $10,000. We're going to be putting together a formal proposal for re-engineering towards the end of this week. We have the readback. No true estimates yet, but hoping that'll be in the 100,000 range US. It's going to be a big effort. And then we've got a lot of other good work coming with a big client of ours, Cox Communications. So that's a company historically we're doing new hire training redesign with, but now we've also moved into doing leadership training for them, as well as now an additional line of business on the retail side, which could be probably 50,000 US in that range. So hoping to get that wrapped up by the end of this month for this quarter. There's a lot of talks and negotiation going on with that right now. Things I'm missing, media and telecom. I think I hit them. And then just, I mean, there's a lot of other stuff just out there with Sitel in general. A lot of RFPs going on that Sitel is going through that they're pulling warning tribes into. So that's really beneficial for us in the US to continue building out that relationship with Sitel.
Thank you, Kyle.
David, are you on? Is David on? Is he in the office?
Hi, I'm here, David, Director of Solutions in Miami, currently in Paris. So I'm very happy and proud to announce that we've officially signed, well, not officially signed, we're about to sign a new logo that is Mercedes. So we're kicking off the project this afternoon in about an hour from now. So it's great because it's a new logo for the company and it's a client that's not a Sitel account. So that's great news. So the idea is for us to develop an e-learning module to help managers onboard and offboard their employees by using the system and actually apply the different process flows. So to develop this module, we'll have the help of the Brazilian team, so Pierre-Jean and Marcia and the others. So that's going to be a great, hopefully, first collaboration between the US and Brazil. So I'm very excited about it. Thank you for everyone involved in the development of the proposal, and let's kick off this new project this afternoon.
Great. Thank you, David.
Miss you, David.
And that's it from US.
Clem, no? Nothing. No, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, thank you. Thanks to share those wins. As you can see, it's really important that we improve our pipe and beautiful brands in every verticals. So let's spread those brands not only on one tribe but on every tribe because they are global brands. I would like also to share with you that we have won 3 beautiful, marvelous Brandon Hall Awards. Congratulations to everyone. It's a big win, 3 of them. So the 3 of them are really important. The first one is a goal for my academy. We could say it's a little bit weird to win an award because the project is still on progress, still ongoing. But what they have, sorry? Yeah, what they have recognized is really the strategy behind my academy, the blended learning approach, having also a corporate university like that on 27 countries, more than 70,000 people. It's a huge. So it's the gold for corporate university. The second one is a great business case, which is Air France, with a mobile learning approach. It's not a new business case because it's more 1.5 years, I think, something like that. But it's a great way to communicate what we can do. And the last but not least is the best team. And sorry, I've got this. So best team focus on how to create a team to work on several topics, several innovation, as My Academy, CX 101, and all the innovation we are trying to do. So we will put this on our website. Don't hesitate to communicate this all over the world. Okay, what's next? What's next, Tribu? Always, so follow the new feature we will develop on Tribu to create not only a LMS, learning management system, but an LXP, a learning experience platform. It's a lot of will come, and Raphael will be on the top of that. The second one is, don't forget, Totem Award are still ongoing. So we have those different categories of for the Totem Awards, and so make your best to win one of those awards in business development, in operation, in support, in innovation, and also to be the country of the year. So December, end of December, it will be the end of this period. So you've got 4 months to succeed. Then, and I would like to finish and to conclude on one slide. Keep calm and rock the first quarter. It's really important. New client, it's now the best time to sign new client, because September to November, end of November, it's when our client creates their budget. It's when our client got a budget from this year and they need to spend it. So it's really now the big timing for business development. And it is great because, as you can see, we've got more and more people in BizDev everywhere, in China, in France, and so on. So it's the best times. Second big part, grow the business with your actual clients. They've got budget to spend. So be on the top of your own clients to find new budget. Third one, be creative. They all ask for the future of learning. Can tell you, even if they ask you ILT or they ask you some traditional training, they ask to have the best training experience. They need to. We were on the hologram with Brazil, but mobile learning, everything today, everybody wants to have the future of learning. So be creative. Devil is in the details. Here in US, we know that very well. So we need to pay attention to any details to create quality, to create the best learning experience. And last but not least, act as an entrepreneur. We need to recover our margin. I have asked Lunis to work on a specific program to recover margin for the last quarter because we are below. We are below in terms of revenue, but we are not below in terms of cost. So as you can see, there is a gap. So we need to recover our margin, negotiate with contractors, negotiate with our supplier everywhere, our vendor. So grow the business and pay attention to the cost. So we will be on the top of that during the 4 following months. That's the end of this Pow Wow. I really appreciate your time. I know that sometimes it could be hard for China, but I think it's really important to share newbies, new wins, and some information to be part of one tribe, not several tribes around the world. And I cannot wait for the next one. Alex Rivas will send an invite for the next one, and I hope and I'm sure that we will share a lot of new wins and new newbies. Thanks again. Thanks everyone. Have a great night, great day, and great morning. Bye-bye.